right. Let's got the stream fired up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. News AF, August 12th here on a Monday. Okay.
Getting at it early, dude. The early bird gets the worm.
That's right. All right. I'm going to go live in Group AF also today.
Okay.
Okay. So we should be live on Twitter and a number of platforms.
Wow.
Twitch. So people wanted, Twitch was canceled, I saw on Twitter this morning.
Well,
Twitch is
Ninja's no
canceled?
longer on Twitch.
So Twitch was canceled today. Sorry to those of you guys watching on Twitch. This will probably be the last show there.
Is Twitch really done forever?
That's cool. Well, it was a trending topic, Tyson. So, if it's on Twitter, you know it's true.
I saw Ninja did leave there, and then I saw that they did put some.
They converted his handle
Porn
into
streamer.
porn.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, great. What if my kid goes on to watch a Twitch video and all of a sudden he grows up 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grows up 10 years right before your eyes.
Before your eyes. Okay. And all right. So let me get the Facebook. Good morning to everybody in the Facebook group, on Twitter and YouTube. All right. So we're going to talk about all the top stories this morning. Okay. Danny, do you have a tease for the listeners if they stick around? What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I could only speak to the boat hole. And I got some new exciting insurance opportunities. Last week we covered disgrace insurance, and I've got a new hot one that people are going to want to jump on. So you're going to want to listen.
Stay tuned for Danny's bolt hole and more. All coming up on today's News AF. Do we need a clap? Ready?
Sure.
All right, let's do a 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and open things up. Good morning to Linda on Periscope.
Morning, Linda.
All right.
I'm looking for my microphone stand, but
yes.
I don't.
You're recording the right microphone today?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
But I don't see where my stand is, and it's too low for me anyways.
Yes. Okay.
I like to lean back when I podcast. You know that about me.
I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Recline.
Let me get Tyson in the right. I'm going to move Tyson over a little bit. There we go. All right.
Recline.
Here we go. By the way, my screen share is not working. Can't show you the stories today. Sorry, everybody. All right. We're not gonna let that slow us down. Okay. Podcast
I like this
people.
chill like summer Rob though. You're wearing t-shirts now regularly.
It's too hot to wear multiple shirts.
Yeah, but you can wear a plaid shirt without a shirt under it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, but then I feel like I don't wash the plaid shirts a lot. Like, you know what my dry cleaning bill would be?
They're like a jacket.
Yeah, it's a little bit like a Mr. Rogers thing going on where I have
I get it now.
A shirt on and then I just put like another shirt on over it for the podcast.
Yeah, okay.
But some of these shirts, it's been
years.
Years is an understatement. Yeah, some of these shirts.
For reals?
Yeah. Is that bad? Do you dry clean a lot of shirts? Like, what do you do with
Do they stink?
I mean, I don't think so. I'm not hearing that.
Do you want them to be nice and crisp?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Oh yeah, then you got to dry clean.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like thousands of dollars in dry cleaning.
Yeah.
To get all these shirts laundered.
Well, the shirts are only a couple bucks to dry clean each, right?
I feel like they're like $6 or $7 each.
Wow,
I feel like
maybe.
Gets expensive. It's like you could do one, but like when you start doing like all right, dry clean all like my top 20.
Yeah.
Like, boy.
See, I dry clean my dress shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And
then suit. I get that.
Yeah, and then my casual stuff, my casual colored stuff, I wash in the washing machine.
Yeah, like t-shirts and stuff, but
yeah, but even I have some collared shirts that I still.
Yeah.
Like linen. I have some linen shirts that are supposed to look a little frumpy because they're Tommy Bahama and you just want a chill attitude around them, So you just wash those. Danny, what do you do with your dress shirts?
Throw them in the garbage.
You wear them once and throw them in the garbage?
Like this one's old and worn.
But they have the store creases in them.
Once the store crease wears out, I'm like, this is done.
Yeah.
In the garbage.
All right.
I bet Liz irons.
Yeah, my wife does not. All right, let's get to the news AF. All right,
let's do it.
All right, here we go. All right, Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Sestrino back here to talk about all the week's most interesting news stories for the week of August 12th, 2019 here on News AF.
If the story is buzzing like it's on crystal meth, it's about to be News AF. If the same old news makes you bored to death, it's time for some News AF. Actual, factual news.
Yes. Okay, we are back here live with some more News AF, the show where we talk about all the week's most interesting news stories. We are back streaming live. Danny's webcam is working again. Braven Biz in the chat says, first-time listener, ... and very confused. Nothing to be confused about. We just talk about the week's most interesting news stories here with our News AF panel. Let's say hi to a man who's never confused, a professional pickleball player in the making, the great Tyson Apostle.
Whoop, whoop. I'm actually going to be two things, Rob. I'm going to be a professional pickleballer and a professional poker player.
Whoa.
Good to have dreams.
Yeah. So
At the same time?
yeah, a dual sport guy.
I
You don't
I'm
want to.
not playing a hand while I'm playing pickleball, but I'm just going to be like the Bo Jackson of poker.
Yeah, that's what I was going to reference. I'm like, got to be careful. You
Or the
don't
Deion
want to pull a
Sanders.
Michael Jordan, though.
What
Yeah.
about a Deion Sanders? He
Yeah.
did fine.
Okay, be a Dion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's the plan. Couple thoughts. Costco, you can order day deliveries. So I got ordered all my groceries. I'm never going back to a store again,
Okay, great.
Cool.
except for small produce items at a local grocer.
Mm-hmm.
And
Does pickleball pay?
big, yeah, for sure, dude. It's one of the executive sports along
Okay.
with cricket,
Mm-hmm.
cycling, yachting.
Will you win
Tennis.
more than a 16-year-old Fortnite champion?
No. I
that's
think
too bad.
pickleball, I don't know if it pays at all. But
Not yet. But you got to get it started.
But I think you can. I think there's some sponsorships stuff that you could possibly. I'm going to start entering tournaments, I think, because what else am I going to do? You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
So put that on my resume. Professional. Somebody update my Wikipedia page to include professional pickleball
Not
player.
yet.
They'll do
Not
it.
yet.
They'll do
They're
it.
Don't do it yet.
Aspiring?
Yes, better.
Yeah. Okay.
But okay, fine.
Yeah. All right. Also joining us here today, a man who is a multi-sport athlete himself, the great Danny
Professional?
Bryson. Yes. Danny, how are you?
Gosh, I don't know if I've ever been professional. What does it mean to be professional? To get paid?
Get paid.
So I've been a professional musician then. Kaboom.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's about
to
it.
make a living, I think making a
No,
living, getting paid
no,
for a one-off
no.
deal is not a professional.
No, for a
living-
while, I was getting that like $20 every quarter from my.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
what, $80 a year.
You could live off of that in some third world country.
That's true. Do you still have a box of CDs?
Oh, I have 999 CDs.
Yeah.
So you
left
bought
over.
1,000 of them.
My goal is I keep telling myself I'm going to build an elaborate
Fort.
fort, a cool fort for my kids to like destroy.
No, why don't you just wallpaper an entire room with them? So Danny had a band called The Powerless.
The Powerless.
Are they on iTunes?
They are. I think so.
What's
On
the name of the
All Google
album?
Play. My kids, as a joke, will ask Google Play to play the band, and then it's hard to. Google can't find it, and they all
Yeah.
laugh.
That's pretty funny.
Kids
Yeah.
enjoy doing that.
Oh, that's
guy.
humiliating.
Danny, what was the name of your album?
Disappointment.
The appropriately titled Disappointment.
We had low
You know that,
expectations.
Rob? Were you
No,
baiting?
no, I did not know that.
No, our goal was to hopefully under promise and maybe over
Yeah.
deliver.
Well,
So we
Danny,
just wanted.
I mean, the band is called Powerless. The album is called Disappointment. I mean, this is
And I
not
think the
exactly
album-
a Tony Robbins-esque
No.
trajectory that you're headed
And I
towards.
think the album cover was mostly just dark blackness. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
yeah, weird. But
Okay.
what are you gonna do? I'm a professional musician. I got $80.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of Danny's soul.
I
Mhm.
guess.
All right. Well, now you're ready to get people fired up talking about all of these big news stories for the week. And we want to open things up with a warning, something that to let all of our dating listeners know about, because there are a lot of things that people in the online dating world need to worry about. But Tyson, there's a new trend that we need to talk about, and it's called dog fishing.
Ooh, dog
What do you think
fishing.
that is, Tyson? If you haven't read the story already.
I haven't read the story. So dog fishing, I would assume, is when you go to like a overpass, like in Central Park, and dangle a friend down over the bridge, and he scoops somebody's dog.
Oh, yeah. No, that is not what dog fishing is.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang it! Is that the wrong buzzer?
That's wrong. That is very wrong.
Okay.
Dog fishing is the phenomenon where online daters pose with adorable dogs to make people feel like, oh, I guess this person is safe, Danny. They have a dog.
Yeah.
Must be a dog lover.
But catfishing was never posing with your adorable pet catfish.
I bet there's catfishing too.
Like, oh, that such a
Catfishing
cute
is something
cat.
different.
Although
I know what it is. I'm just saying.
Fishing with cats
Yeah.
is what you have to call it.
Actually, I'm not on a lot of dating sites, but do people pose with cats on dating sites?
Oh no, I was thinking the catfish. You're right.
Yeah.
I was still not even thinking cats. Yeah, cats would work. You
That'd
might
be catfish fishing.
land
You have a
yourself
cat,
at-
Danny. Have you
Yeah,
ever
I
thought
do.
about, just seeing, just in case?
No.
Yeah.
You could land at Taylor Swift. She's a big cat fan. So
Mhm.
maybe if you did some catfishing, you could get yourself a.
So you're saying with
Yeah.
your relationship, you don't have like a plan B, C, and D in place just in case.
No, I made the unfortunate mistake of telling Liz that if things didn't work out, I was going to enjoy being by myself.
Mm.
Whoa! And how did she react to
No,
that?
no. What I said is, if you died, I won't remarry because, oh man, I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah.
And then I was like, whoa, I just said the worst thing because it made it sound really terrible.
Yeah.
This has been a lot of work. Your death will bring sweet release. It didn't come out the right way. So
Yeah.
no, I don't have a I don't
Wow.
have a backup plan
Wow.
with my cat to do.
Well, and with this podcast, if anything now ever happens to Liz, you are suspect number one.
oh,
for sure.
without a doubt. But yeah, I don't have a cat or dog to that I would
You do have a
this.
cat,
I have a cat, but not. I wouldn't do this with the cat.
but it's a beautiful cat. Supposedly, it's a Bengal.
yeah, it's a Bengal. Well,
I bet
we were
this-
sold it was a Bengal, but it's got a little bit of something else in it. But it's Bengal enough.
Mm.
How's the spotting on it? Does it look like a?
It's not cool, super cool spotting. Like he would be the coolest Bengal cat in Bengal Cat High School.
He wouldn't.
bullied a little bit, yeah.
A little
Okay.
bit. Well, that means a little bit that goes on everywhere.
Yeah.
You know who
So-
has some cool Bengal cats?
I know.
Dana
I know.
has a couple of them.
Who's Dana?
He's one of our
Mutual
good friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Rob, I want to go back to the story because I find this fascinating.
Yes.
Okay, so people are
No, I want to
critical-
talk about you murdering
No,
your.
I don't. I want to talk about dog fishing because I
Okay.
had one problem with this article, and that was the people were complaining that the dog's not yours. You shouldn't be posing
Yeah.
with it. Because some women swipe just because the guy owns dogs, but the guy might be signaling that he is dog friendly, right? As long as he doesn't write in the caption.
So you think
anywhere.
there's no problem
That's
if
fine.
you are if you are a dog lover, it
Yeah.
might not be your dog.
Yeah,
That's fine. I mean, yeah. I mean,
because that's an important detail when dating.
well,
Does
what's
the guy like dogs?
here? Like, what if Tyson? What if my dating profile is
You
me
go to a
on a
dog
private
park.
jet? It's not my private jet, but I like
Oh,
private
yeah.
jets.
No, if you own a picture of you on a private jet, it's already known that it's not your private jet.
Okay.
Because people who afford private jets don't take pictures of private jets.
Yeah. So what should the disclaimer be? That does somebody need to disclaim this is disclaimer, this is not my pet, but I do enjoy its company.
No, you can say that in person.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can. That's a icebreaker at dinner. They can be like, "Oh, I love your puppy. Oh, it's actually not mine." That's your opportunity. But if you're like, "Oh, thank you," and it's not yours, now you're in too deep. Now you may as well lie and tell them that you're Donny Osmond's son. Everything, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you got to do.
Danny, is there a line? What if I have multiple pictures with the same dog? I feel like that is misleading. It's like that. Here's 5 pictures of me with
Who's
with the same pug.
Well,
Oh, I got an idea.
Yes.
yeah, dog rentals. I think that's already a thing.
Yeah, but it's what you do is it's dog rentals, but it's like the famous dogs because nobody knows who owns Boo. Nobody knows who owns Grumpy Cat. So if you're like,
yeah, it's dead, Tyson.
I know, but it's like you can pose as the owner of Grumpy Cat for not a nominal fee, whatever the inverse of nominal is.
You know what?
Phenomenal fee.
I think you've got a good idea, but let's expand it a little bit. Let's make it like you can rent a dog, a Lambo, an Armani bag. Like you could dress up your whole profile shoot. We provide all the clothing, everything for you.
Okay.
And so you can be the online fantasy that you think you are. So you got a sweet Lambo, you're parked next to your private jet. You got like 2 dogs on leashes.
Okay.
Awesome. I mean, it's expensive, but you're going to look great.
Yeah. I love it.
So you're saying a dog walker would be an optimal mate?
A dog walker.
Cardio?
No, because what you want to do is you want to find only the cute dogs that are going to get a ton of social media.
Yeah.
It's not like you want every dog. You want the most famous dogs.
You could go into any alleyway and find a dog eating garbage and pose with it. But that's not the dog you want a good picture
Yeah,
with.
you want Boo, the little Pomeranian that's a little puffball.
It's blowing up.
The article that all of this dog fishing is talking about comes from GreenwichTime.com, and they
most reputable news source.
Yes. They spoke with a woman named Gabby Wolf from
She's
Ann
one of the
Arbor.
most reputable sources in that town.
Yes, of Ann Arbor, Michigan. And she talked about a cringy date that she had with a guy who had a promising profile. They had a nice banter, but at the end of the night, she suggested, hey, why don't we have a dog walking date for our next date? And the energy of the conversation completely changed. And then her date changed the subject and later apologized in a post-date text, admitting he didn't know how to explain he didn't own the Labrador in his Hinge profile. And then he was later seen on Hinge with a profile without him having the dog. He was dog shamed into changing his profile, Danny.
So much of these dating files is phony, or at least the truth has been twisted a little bit. So I don't know. The dog doesn't seem like a stretch. Who knows what you're getting when you swipe up, down, left, right, whatever the hell you do.
Yeah. Tyson, do we know, are women dog fishing on these dating sites?
Yeah, I think everybody kind of dog fishes because if you love a dog, then it's nice to have someone else who loves the dog.
That's interesting. Danny, if you were on a dating profile site, would you swipe right on a photo of a woman with a dog? Because I feel like that.
The fifth
boy,
too,
that's
Danny.
going to be me walking that thing in a couple of weeks.
No, and a large part of the reason would be I just imagine her apartment filled with hair.
Yeah,
like in the food.
People
on her
in the
clothes.
chat, let us know. Are women posing with dogs in dating profiles?
Yes, 100%, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody, what, you think women are immune to posing with cute, cuddly animals?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not on the dating sites.
I think everybody's dog fishing. Everybody's
not since I got off of ship.
Yeah, catfishing too.
Yeah.
Dog and cat fishing.
Yeah.
Maybe sloth fishing, a little sloth fishing.
Dude, if you could get your hands on like a chinchilla or a sloth or a baby platypus, Google baby platypus, guys. You know that. Oh, dude, #1 baby animal of all time.
No,
baby
panda.
platypus.
Not like infant panda. Like those are gross.
You're saying a baby panda.
Panda fishing? Dude, you're going to be getting so many.
No.
You've got
Have you Googled baby platypus?
No. The only platypus that I can recall seeing is a cartoon platypus from Phineas and Ferb.
Okay, I implore you right now to Google baby platypus.
Here we go.
Okay.
Search.
Wow, she's going to cry out of joy.
Let's talk about a product that somebody is trying to manifest into the universe. That there is
Wait, look at the smile on Danny's face. He's looking at baby platypuses.
It's not that good. It looks like an alien.
Look at him smiling. He loves it, though.
I'm smiling because the animal looks ridiculous. If you were holding a baby platypus in your profile picture, people would know what it was. Like, what is that gross thing you're holding?
No,
is it a duck?
Yeah, where do you get one from?
Australia.
Okay.
I'm going to Google it, even though I've already seen it before. I want to see it again. Okay, go on, Rob.
Okay. So there is a product that is being manifested after a tweet from a St. Paul, Minnesota man that suggested that Hidden Valley Ranch teams up with Pop-Tarts to create a ranch dressing Pop-Tart. Tyson, could this be your worst nightmare?
Yeah, even just you saying the thing you said has already been too much for me. And the only thing that's even keeping me level at all is looking at these pictures of baby platypus.
This sounds like they're ranch fishing.
They are ranch fishing. Yeah, Hidden Valley is trying to make this happen. They're trying to make it a thing.
A better partnership would be ranch dressing partners with Hot Pocket.
Yes. How so? What would it be?
There you go.
Because
Like
you'd cook your Hot Pocket, yeah, and then you'd smear a little packet of ranch on the
Hidden
top.
Valley glaze, yeah.
And then you'd have to lay still for at least an hour afterwards to avoid no sudden movements after eating that.
Don't try putting ranch in something sweet. Pop-Tarts are infamously sweet. So why you're just going to ruin it, right? How is this going to even work?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you want to do a Hot Pocket, because it's like meat
That's
tarts.
a savory. Yeah, that's a savory dish.
Yeah, delicious. That would be good. That's a good partnership.
Dan, the icing on the front is green icing inside the ranch-filled Pop-Tart in this artist rendering. What is the green? Is it salad?
Celery?
Yeah.
That's all I could think about. Otherwise, it's a real unappetizing color.
Okay. All right.
Like, what could that possibly taste like?
I don't know, but I feel like that, if you could get a buffalo wing in there, I feel like that's
yes. But again, then you're moving to now you're in the Hot Pocket world.
You're getting somewhere. Okay, all right. We haven't talked about Florida Man recently, Tyson.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah, not recently.
Okay.
Well, reintroduce us.
Yeah, we got a lot of nice feedback about the News AF 200 though.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Like what kind of feedback?
Yeah, people said they really enjoyed it. People said that I heard from people that they liked when we answered the questions. They liked us talking about people on Cameo.
A couple people said this is better than sitting silently.
Yeah.
Who said that?
If you haven't heard our 200th episode, we posted it on Thursday last week. In case you missed it, if you want to go back and check that one out on episode number 201 today. But
this is number 201. Can you guys believe we've done 201 episodes?
I can't believe it.
Danny, did you have family dinner last night?
No, I did not.
Oh, because you need to start asking your brothers what they think of each podcast.
Yeah, it's a pretty good sample size. Got a lot of brothers.
That's true.
Yeah. A Florida man recently had his firearm stolen. He had a 9mm Glock handgun, and it was stolen from his bedroom during a weekend sex party at his home.
Hard to keep tabs on everything when you're participating in something like that.
I mean, with all those guns, flying around probably all weekend long at the sex party.
He didn't realize it was missing. He usually likes to fire his gun when he's peeking, and he went to go grab it off the table. It wasn't there. Ruined the whole night for him.
Ruined the whole night. So ideally, I would think you would lock up all your valuables, especially in the bedroom before the weekend sex party. But
no, Rob, because listen, you're hosting a sex party at your house, okay? Yes. And I show up. Let's say you just invite me and Danny, and we show up, and we notice that you've locked everything. Now we know you don't trust us, which
that's a good point.
Because that kind of kills the vibe, right?
Yeah, it does
like,
kill.
I'm at this guy's house doing something intimate, but he doesn't even trust me enough to just like leave his gun on his chase or whatever, wherever it was.
So to complicate matters even more, there were about 20 people at the weekend sex party, and Danny,
you know what?
Yes.
When you have to sell a house that's been used for cooking meth, I feel like the same rule should be apply when you've used a house for something like this. Like the full disclosure from the real estate agent. By the way, this has been used in a large scale orgy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
Can
interested
you find that
unless
information on Zillow?
Yeah, exactly. Like this should be something that's disclosed when selling this home.
I think it's fine because all you got to do is like if you're buying a new used home, you just Clorox everything and bug bomb the crap out of it and before you put anything in. That's standard.
Yeah.
20 people. So he's
20
at least
people.
he knows.
Well,
hopefully he knows all of them.
Well, no, he did not.
Oh.
The party was advertised on social media. The man said he only knew about 5 or 6 of the people, and it was also a like an eyes wide shut type deal where people were wearing masks.
So you think Tom Cruise took his gun?
It's possible. It was the perfect crime. Show up to a sex party, wear a mask. Nobody can identify you unless you have some, interesting features.
Like what?
I mean, like
what would be an identifiable feature?
Yeah, I think
like 3 nipples.
Genital tattoos. I think, some sort of, unusual piercing.
Yeah, Danny has some scrotum tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, best place. It's a great canvas, especially when it's hot.
Now you would think though that it would be hard to confiscate a lot of contraband out of the house from the sex party.
Well, you're not showing up nude, are you?
I'm like, no, you are if you're
in
boss.
a robe.
Yeah.
You're in a robe.
And I guess also, Tyson, that maybe a lot of people are bringing their own gear.
Such as?
I think you have like maybe somebody might show up.
Ticklers and stuff.
I've never been to some sort of fancy sex party, but I would imagine that people would bring like a duffel bag with like all of their different like equipment, right?
You think like a duffel bag? I'm thinking more of like a fancy briefcase.
A fancy briefcase. So that would be like flip
it down, peel it open, and then each thing has like a slot that it slides into.
Your lotions.
Yeah, open up you open it up. There's a good sandwich inside.
Apparatus. Yeah, I think you don't know what they're gonna have in terms of water. You might want to bring like what's that called?
Dasani.
A
Boss, something fancy in a glass.
Tyson, what's it called? Like a Camelback.
Yeah.
Like some sort of a hydration
reservoir.
Yeah, you got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, with a tube.
A hydration
that would be awesome. The guy in the fancy unmasquerading mask, and then he's got on his back just a bright blue camelback backpack.
Yeah,
made out of neoprene, cinched up tight.
Got to
something waterproof, right?
Yeah,
that's just smart. He doesn't want to cramp up in the middle of something like that.
Yeah. There's so much. You're sweating so much. You're losing so many
fluids. It's Florida, right?
Not only are you sweating in a humid environment, you're also losing other bodily fluids. If you're doing
Is this a great sloth terrarium idea? The flesh-colored camelback for events like this.
Well, I think that the right now there's hydration packs that are designed for riding a bike with and for running or walking with. But when you're upside down, being held up by your legs, fully nude, there's not a designed hydration system for that yet. And so I think we just need to
practice
hit the testing room floors and get a sex party specific hydration pack.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite all-time stories, and this comes to us from the Daytona Beach News Journal, one of the paper of record for many of us. They talked with the Volusia County Sheriff, Todd Smith. He said, "We're probably not going to solve this one," he said during a meeting on Thursday. And DNA ID is not going to be an option, Danny.
As I said, you don't want to go in there before you buy a house like this and have it thoroughly.
This is where
CSI in for this one.
Yeah, just in case a future crime is committed, you got to make sure you're starting with a clean slate when you buy a house like this.
Well, the cops go into this house and they're like, okay, so how many people were at your party? And they're like 20. And they're like, we're going to DNA test the whole house and we'll have a list of 20 suspects. And then they come back and they're like, we have 9,242 different people's DNA in this home.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, well, I've thrown other parties.
Yeah, this isn't the only.
This isn't the first anonymous orgy that we've had here at this house. Why do you think I need a gun?
Yeah, exactly, dude. So, well, at least nobody got hurt that we know of yet.
Yeah, nobody got hurt. To give some more information about the party, according to...
Yeah, give us the address.
Yeah, according to the Daytona Beach News Journal, that guests were invited to the party, and they were encouraged to, quote, come and go as they pleased.
Yeah,
Open door policy.
I like it.
Ideally,
because like
the
let's say you show
tagline of
up.
any orgy.
By the way, that is
Let's say you
the
show up in
name
your
of a
Snap.
gas station in Wyoming.
Come and go.
And
Yeah, the come and
Colorado.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sell dollar drinks of any size.
Mm.
Yeah, you're going to want to hit them up.
Additionally, to complicate matters, all of the guests were told to use fictitious names or no names at all.
Yeah, you don't want to know. Yeah, you don't want to have to look these people in the eye later.
Mhm.
So if I went to one of these, my fictitious name would be Tom Cruise.
Oh,
I thought it'd be Chaz Lamborghini.
I think I say Danny Bryson.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. Man, there's a lot of names I could go by.
Okay. All right. So this is a story. Danny, are you a pasta lover?
I'm surprised by this story, but I like pasta maybe 6 times a year,
6 times a year.
maybe 10.
How did you come up with that number?
I was just trying to think to the last time I ate pasta and then the time before that, and it's not very often.
I was just wondering, like, so you only like
I never
Once a
order
month,
pasta
twice
at
a
a restaurant, which is where Rob is going with this story.
Okay.
okay, I like pasta.
Because the Olive Garden has a
I've
new
never had Olive Garden
promotion. You've never had that.
pasta. No, you don't order pasta from Olive Garden.
Okay. Well, I guess a lot of people are on board with Tyson. So there is a new never-ending pasta pass on sale through the 15th. You can get the never-ending pasta pass. It is $100 plus tax. 9 weeks of unlimited servings of pasta, sauces, and toppings from the never-ending pasta bowl menu.
You're going to
I
make that
just
money
got
back.
diarrhea just from listening to you talk about
And then there's the lifetime pasta pass. Lifetime pasta pass at the Olive Garden. $400 plus tax. Never ending lifetime of unlimited servings of pasta, sauces, and toppings, plus unlimited soup, salad, or breadsticks. Pass holders will have 48 hours from the time the email is delivered to complete the upgrade. So, okay. So it's $100 for the never-ending pasta pass. And then for the $400 upgrade, you can get the lifetime pasta pass. There's only 50 available.
Oh, I'm fucking sweating just thinking about it, dude.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm already late to the game. There's no way I'll be lucky.
Okay?
I would almost
Are
be
you
tempted.
in or are you out, Tyson?
You'd have to go to Olive Garden 20 to 30 times over the course of the remainder of your life. And I assume the older you get, the more you go to Olive Garden because that seems to be their demographic. So
Now's the time to buy.
even though we're 40 and we're thinking we're not going to go there very often, when we're 60, we're probably going to be there almost every day, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe it is a smart thing to get for you and your spouse. Can you get 2 of them?
I guess you can get one for you and one for a spouse. Yeah.
But they're only selling 50 nationwide.
There's only 50 in the world. Yeah.
Whoa.
I
It's
mean,
like,
that's
like,
an elite club. That's like, oh, are you part of like Club 69 at Disneyland? And you're like, no, but I can eat at Olive Garden unlimited whenever
think about all the orgies you're going to get into just by flashing your unlimited pasta card.
Dude.
Yeah. So
how do we get this?
Okay, that you go to the Olive Garden website, and then you can get the never-ending pasta pass. Again, only 50 people can do it. Now, Danny, is there some sort of a direct correlation between the amount of Olive Garden pasta you consume and the potential length of your life?
Yeah. So what you're saying is they know that you can't eat $400 worth of pasta without dying. So they're like,
I don't know. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I thought you were saying it's a calculated move by Olive Garden, knowing that no.
But I think there's a limited amount of Olive Garden fettuccine Alfredo you can consume and have a long and healthy life.
So I did read. I swear we talked about it on this podcast 2 years ago about a guy who had one of these passes, and he ate an insane amount of pasta.
Claims
Claims
Where do I get these passes? I don't see it on their website.
Maybe it's already come and gone, Tyson.
Well, I'm still on the website. olivegarden.com/specials/never-ending-pasta-pass.
specials.
Yes.
Okay. And you have one already added to your cart?
No, I do not. According to their research, if you use the Lifetime Pasta Pass to order 1 bowl of pasta a day for the next 60 years, Danny, do you know that that would come out to less than 3 cents per meal?
Whoa.
But you could go in multiple times a day.
Yeah, that's what the story I read about the guy. He was going in twice a day.
Yeah, you could go in. But at what point do you get sick of pasta? And that's what I think what they're
Well,
banking.
it will be paid off by your 45th meal at the Olive Garden.
Yeah, that's still a lot of meals to have at the Olive
It's a lot
Garden.
of carbs. It's a lot of carbs.
over the
Tyson, what
course
about
of a
if you got
lifetime.
back into cycling?
Or into pickleball shape.
Yeah.
And had to carb load.
Yeah.
You're saying I do better on rice actually than I do on pasta.
Okay.
Performance wise.
All right. So it's all happening at the Olive Garden. Let us know if anybody ends up getting the unlimited or the lifetime pasta pass.
If anybody does and they come to Arizona, I will go to Olive Garden with you.
Okay. All right. Tyson, this is a story that I believe is going on in
Arizona?
Is it taking place in
The TV. It's in
Arizona?
like West Virginia or
Okay,
something. I read through because the headline looks like it's from Arizona.
It looks like it's from Arizona because it's reported from WSAZ is the call letters, but it is not.
Yeah.
It's not Arizona. But we have a situation where people are having old TVs put on their lawn.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else are you going to do with an old TV?
So this is what it is, Danny. Have you heard? Over 60 old TVs placed on people's lawns. People have witnessed the person setting the TV down, and it's a man in a jumpsuit with a TV on his head.
Tyson, I made a music video once with a TV on my head. Remember?
I didn't get to make the music video. I was kicked
Is this
out
on
of the
YouTube, Danny?
Yep.
Yeah,
Pegasus
it is.
Fantastica.
Yeah.
That's his other
It's
band.
terrible. No, it's an awesome song. It's so terrible it slowly becomes awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we did the TV on the head. I'm wondering if this guy's kind of stolen our idea.
Yeah.
Well, Video Kid Killed the Radio Star also had TVs. on his
So
head.
probably stole it from them.
Yeah. So
Question is, where did this guy get 60 TVs?
So a guy with a TV head comes out of a van and then starts putting TVs on your lawn.
I love it.
You love it, Tyson.
I think it's confusing and hilarious, and that's what really has been a hit with these millennials.
Mm-hmm.
Is something confusing like a jar of pickles on the freeway.
Yeah, that's exactly the story I thought of. Plus, if you're someone living in West Virginia, just going to work every day and filling out TPS reports and going home, this is like the most exciting thing. This is what you'll tell your grandchildren about. You got nothing
remember
else
the
going.
time that they put the TVs on our lawn?
Yeah.
We actually have a news report, a local news report on this. I always like to hear what the local officials have to say about stuff like this.
Well, at least 60 people in Henrico wake up to an odd surprise on their lawns, old school television sets. Police say they're now looking for the so-called suspects who left them there. Enzo Domingo caught up with police who had the task of confiscating all of these old TVs. Enzo, this is so weird, including what you found out about these pranksters.
Yeah, Kelly, it's a really odd situation. But look, in this day and age, Ring doorbell cameras, they're very common in many neighborhoods, and some of those devices may have actually caught some of these suspects on camera. But look, not even that was enough to crack this case because of what these people were wearing.
It was a guy dressed in like a moving jumpsuit with a TV for a head. Just kind of calmly walks up, squats down, puts the TV there, and just walks off. It was really weird.
Don't adjust your TVs. Also, don't leave them on people's lawns. This would have been quite a sight to see at 5:30 a.m., but that's what Adrian Garner's doorbell camera picked up on Sunday morning.
My first reaction was just...
Another case of the Ring doorbell.
Over 60 old televisions, and my dream scenario is that all the televisions are the same. Like, what
They
if
all
they're
have VHS slots.
They're all, do they?
The ones I saw.
Yeah. So they're getting them from like an old stockpile of TVs somewhere, and that's
Or their grandmother.
Are they worth anything? Did any like hipsters want those old TVs?
No. Have you ever watched TV on an old TV? Nobody
Yeah, the
wants that.
resolution
Used
is
to.
so awful.
When he does come with the positive spin, it's very positive. Thank
Very
you
positive.
for
You're welcome.
making the most of the worst.
And we go from old TV to new TV. There's a weird phenomenon going on where a lot of people get excited about a new Netflix show, and then Netflix unceremoniously cancels a show after the third season, Tyson.
Yeah,
What's going on here?
The rule of thirds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about now they're spoiled for content.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have it's like the most handsome guy in high school. He could have any babe, so he's dropping them whenever he wants. It's like Netflix gets so
Then
much
20
garbage.
years down the road, he has to join
who's
CrossFit.
Who's the hot guy in this analogy? Netflix or the consumer?
Netflix is, and so all these people are bringing them content. They're like, he's the cool guy here. Let's make this, let's make that, and it's like, honestly, all we need is to continually fill up our network with content, and who cares? Just get rid of that, unless it's Stranger Things, which will probably be canceled. It's
that's 3 seasons.
This is what I think is that Netflix, this is my theory, and I think it's correct. Netflix probably gets more clicks on something new and unknown.
Yes.
Right. And something that's on season 4 that people are like, oh, why is Orange is the New Black still the show that's running?
Mm-hmm.
But that's like, I would like be more intrigued by a new product and be like, oh, something new.
I think Tyson's totally correct.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good it is. It has its cult following. It has its core group of people who watch it, but it's not as big after like the third season as it is that first season when everybody gives it a chance and they binge watch the whole first season only to find out it sucks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think Tyson's 100% correct. It's better to have a new show because those core fans don't account for very much.
They don't
for
do
a show
anything.
like the OA, which I did see, it was a pretty good show, but I bet you it was, I was a small number of people who were watching it.
Yeah. This is what they need to do. They need to do more of the same or similar cast, but a different show.
Yeah.
Like Orange is the New Black, shift that into something like Space Flight 7. And then they'll be like,
you like an anthology of like almost like American Horror Story of like you take the same cast and they do a different show in the next season.
Yeah, but it's not even called the same thing or anything. They just like, it's like, oh, a new show. But the people who watch Orange is the New Black are like, oh, but it's mostly the cast from Orange is the New Black. Let's give that a shot. So then you get the fan base from them coming over to enjoy this new show, and new people who are intrigued by the new show in general are watching it. So that's how you keep things fresh at Netflix. And Netflix, you're welcome that I created your entire new business model.
Tyson, what if you need the old TVs that they're putting on your lawn to watch season 4 of these canceled Netflix shows?
Now you're onto something. Netflix should sell their own devices that are, you can only watch some of their content on these devices.
Unceremoniously cutting a show, that's like what they've done throughout history, all networks. They're like, nah, done. Don't tell anyone. Don't even tell the actors. They show up for work the next day, ready to go, only to find out the show's been canceled. I've always been read.
Sorry, we paid you millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's how it goes. It's just like you have a show one day, you could definitely, it could be gone the next.
Yeah. I think a big factor here is also Netflix hemorrhages money, and they're just looking for things that could potentially get them, make them money, and a lot of people subscribe. Zero. Yeah, back to and not be hemorrhaging money. And these other shows are like, all right, this show, 3 seasons, this isn't it. Just cancel it. Who cares?
Yeah, it didn't fix us completely.
Find a new show. Find a new show that more people will subscribe, and that's it. Okay. All right. Danny, I know you're standing by to tell us about some other insurance coming up in DBH. But before we get to that, speaking of insurance, let me take a moment and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. Those are our friends over at AIS, the auto insurance specialist. And did you notice that your insurance rates keep creeping up? And finally, there's something that you can do about it. AIS, the auto insurance specialist, because they have smart quote technology to shop the rates of dozens of insurance companies to get you a great rate in just a few seconds. You can save a lot of money on your car insurance just by getting a quote or giving them a call. The insurance rates are rising fast, and the big insurance companies are hoping that you're not going to notice. So take back control and get to AISinsurance.com/Rob. Let AIS use their smart quote technology to save you money on your car insurance. And don't make your next insurance payment until you check your rates with AIS. All you have to do is go to AISinsurance.com/Rob. It's the easiest thing you're going to do today. Believe me, go to 1-800-777-4AIS or at AISinsurance.com. AIS saves its customers an average of $640 when they switch. That's why they've been disrupting the insurance industry for over 50 years. Go to AISinsurance.com/Rob to get a quote. All right. There you go. That's a better deal than this lifetime pasta over at the Olive Garden. All right. Danny, you ready? Do we have time, Tyson?
I think we have time for the boat hole, but not for the song.
Okay. All right. So
Okay, I'll just launch into it.
Go right into it.
So in the world we live in today, so many uncertainties exist.
Certainly.
Yes. It can be difficult to plan for everything. Would you just play this song?
Welcome to my bolt hole. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong.
Yeah.
I think Tyson should get that voice insured.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
You think I should be the lead singer of a new popular band?
Well, I mean, your voice, it's part of this podcast. It's part of that awesome song.
That is true.
Go get it insured with Lloyd's of London.
Do you think we could then...
Just in case a pickleball hits you directly in the throat.
Yeah, that's true.
Boom.
Voice box.
Yeah, you're done. Crushed voice box. How to get crushed? Extreme professional pickleball.
That's true. I didn't even think of that.
I'm just saying, there's lots of insurance out there for lots of different things. We talked last week about disgrace insurance.
Yes.
You know, you can get against those celebrities who are pitching your brand. And there's an insurance I stumbled across just this morning.
Yes.
And it's called UFO abduction insurance.
Oh, did you get a quote?
This is, of course, a company in Florida.
Yes.
Interesting thing, though, you might laugh. The guy says that he sells this as a joke, but there have been other companies that have offered alien insurance. British company. There's been 2 British companies that have offered plans to protect you against alien abduction and abductions. They claim to have sold 37,000 plans.
Policies,
Okay.
yeah.
But one of the companies folded later after they sold a number of policies to the Heaven's Gate.
Those guys that they were but they were going to get on a comet, right?
Yeah, but it was a problem for these people, I guess. It says that they discontinued their plan after that event. Because, plus that probably doesn't look very good. But this guy in Florida, he sold nearly 6,000 plans. They cost $19.95. You can pay extra money for extra coverage. He says, and this is the interesting
upsell you, yeah.
He says he's had to pay out twice.
Wow. What are the chances that you would have a insurance policy against an alien abduction and then be abducted? I think they should these insurance adjusters need to look into this.
Well, here's the problem. It's a $10 million coverage plan. But he's going to pay you back at a rate of $1 per year for 10 million years. So even if you did get abducted, assuming it only works if the aliens gave you eternal life. Like they probed you.
Yeah, but here's where you can cash in, Danny. If you are traveling, then so the aliens abduct you, and then they take you in their spaceship at the speed of light for a certain amount of time, and then return home. Yeah, it'll be like 4 years for you, but millions of years may have gone by on Earth. You can then cash in your policy.
That's a good point, but you might want to claim it first because it's only $1 per year. So you got to have the abduction has to be with disgrace insurance. We should probably all have alien abduction insurance because we talk about it so much. We're prime targets for abduction and probing.
And if they're listening to any of the frequencies coming from Earth, they're going to bump into ours.
Oh, without a doubt. We'll be the first probably one of the first people they check out.
Okay.
So it's just, cover yourself, Rob. Cover,
right.
protect your family will have something to help them get through the next 10 million years. A nice cash flow.
Can we get a discount rate for all of us?
Probably.
Yeah.
It sounds like this guy is willing to wheel and deal.
All right. Danny, anything else going on in the bolt hole?
Oh, well, I smell really bad right now because I just finished a run. And I wanted to talk about this last week. It was big news. And that is the new material or fabric that's been created that allows you to smell better the more you sweat.
How so?
Oh, you're asking me to explain the science behind this?
How does it work?
You sweat. It releases pleasant odors.
Pheromones.
So it says here, the process already exists to embed fabric with scents like aromatherapy oils. And that as you sweat, it kind of releases those scents, those delicious smells. But this guy said they developed ways to modify cotton fabric so that it lets off a citronella aroma.
Oh, citronella, yeah.
With sweat.
Keeps bugs away.
Yeah, it does keep bugs away.
It's something I definitely need because my exercise gear is awful. And Febreze is not enough.
Do you use wool or the silver?
You're a big proponent of wool, Tyson, and wool is great. But you don't run. You're running shorts. I don't think I've come across wool running shorts.
I'll find some for you.
Yes, please do. So anyway, this is why we talked about the fabric, the fan that allows you to fight sweat, and
the air
with the
conditioner.
fan, and then now this, I could, you could work in any environment in your button-up suit, and you'd be comfortable and smell pleasant. This is the future I want to live in with my alien insurance.
Right, and you're a big sweater.
Yeah, and I'm going to sweat a ton when I'm getting probed. I guarantee it. So I'll just have sweat tacos. I'll be like, you don't even need to probe me. I've already provided lots of samples.
What's sweat tacos?
You know, when you sweat in your armpit and then you lift up your armpit and it's a big taco shaped sweat
I
stick.
never heard that before. That was new.
Yeah, sweat tacos.
Okay. One other story that I wanted to talk about today, that we talked about how much the Bagel Boss guy is going forward to get a cameo from him. The Bagel Boss guy is actually going to be taking his show to Atlantic City, where he is set to box former baseball player Lenny Dykstra. Tyson, you have any interest in boxing match between Lenny Dykstra and Bagel Boss guy?
Well, I think the real news is Lenny Dykstra lost all his money.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So
he would be boxing otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's the news. And do I have any interest? I would watch it for free, but I'm not paying anything to watch it.
Yeah. All right. I mean, is boxing really making a comeback? Logan Paul boxed another guy, right?
It's not making a comeback. It's just celebrities challenging each other. It's like
because they're rock bottom. It's as close as you get to bum fights nowadays. You just have it. It's basically bum fights with celebrities.
Yeah.
It's
the only way for a celebrity who's really hit rock bottom to like try desperately to just. It's not going to launch a comeback.
Yeah.
Not going to boost anything. It's just going to put them kind of in the public eye for the last 15 minutes of their fame.
Yeah. Danny, but the Bagel Boss guy got beat up at Bagel Boss. Now he's going to fight a former professional athlete who has a long history of performance-enhancing substances.
Yeah, but he's counting on the Rocky Balboa strategy. He's going to take all those punches because he's taken them all his life, wait till his opponent gets tired, and then just hit him with one just perfect swing.
Yeah.
So he's banking on one swing.
Yeah. It's like,
what
Rocky
a way to live
could never
alive.
have beaten that Russian. Never in a million years.
Right.
But Rocky could just take a punch.
Who's going out to see Bagel Boss guy versus Lenny Dykstra in Atlantic City on September 7th, Tyson?
Probably Lenny Dykstra's family.
Yeah. Wait, what day is this on? Is this going to interfere with storming Area 51?
No, I believe that's September 20th. 2 weeks before.
Okay.
So, actually, a better question is...
But I read an article this morning that there's been increased activity in and around Area 51.
I did see that also, yeah.
Yeah, so they've been asking
just sitting there waiting to be discovered thinking.
No, they're waiting for clearance to get into the atmosphere.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Because they need those NOTAMs.
Oh, yeah.